Animal Crossing's Amiibo cards are sold in blind packs of 3 in Japan, and we've recently learned that that's going to be true worldwide. They're coming in blind packs of 3 in Europe and blind packs of 6 in North America. So if you want them all, be ready to lay down plenty of cash and plenty of frustrating time getting repeat cards.
Definitely good move on the packs of 6 in North America. I don't think Americans will accept the idea that they'd pay money and only get 3 cards. That's just not how the card collection scene works, at least as far as games go.
Yeah, I've said before that I think the way they handle Amiibo shows that they're treating them more as collectibles than they are as gaming accessories. And this is the same kind of scenario to me here, where, people that collect cards like, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, or, I used to collect football cards when I was younger, things like that. These are the kind of people that are used to buying big packs and getting repeats and then making sort of a social thing about it and trading with people. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that Amiibo cards are going to be plentiful enough or interesting enough that it could create that sort of trading culture.
Right.
So I think this really just ends up being kind of a crappy way of charging people for your game content.
Well, yeah, especially because, it is the game content. You need the cards to play parts of the game, so...
Right.
If you're getting a ton of repeats and you can't find certain ones, that becomes a huge issue, because then there are parts of the game that you can't play, and parts of the game that you just never want to see again.
Yeah, I mean, blind packs work in card games because there's a certain lottery aspect to getting rare cards, but that's not really how game content ought to work.
Right.
You shouldn't feel like you're entering the lottery just to play a certain slice of a game.
Which is just designing a house for a different person. It's not even, more meaningful content.
Right, and especially since all the content is available on the game anyway, and you're really just buying, an access card, effectively.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, especially if what we don't know yet, at least I believe we don't know it, is whether Happy Home Designer is going to be a $40 base game in Europe and North America. Which it is in Japan, and if it is, that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think even here it's sort of been implied that you can pre-order it at some places, which doesn't really make sense if it's not a physical game, first of all, and a game that you pay for, second of all. If it were free to play, I think it'd be a little more forgivable.
Yeah.
Or free to start, I guess Nintendo likes to say.
Hello everybody, thank you for listening to this Nintendo Week clip, NWC. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more highlights and discussion videos from Nintendo Week podcast, or subscribe to us on iTunes for weekly breakdowns of all your Nintendo news, discussion segments on subjects, games, and more, and tons of other features. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow with another NWC.